She dropped gloves like I was her servant. I worked weekends at this outdoor skating rink, mostly keeping an eye on the beginner classes full of kids learning to balance and fall safely. The gig was simple: show up early, make sure the ice was clean, keep an eye out for broken laces or faceplants, and stop anyone from getting concussed. Not exactly glamorous, but it was peaceful. That is, until she started showing up. Every Saturday morning, like a cursed sunrise, this one mom would roll in with her daughter Ava, who was maybe 6 or 7 and just starting out. Ava was sweet, a little shy, always polite, but her mom, nightmare fuel. Every single week, she'd march up to the rink like she owned it, rip Ava's gloves off her hands, and just drop them. Like full eye contact with me, drop them at my feet, and walk off without a word. Didn't hand them to me, didn't set them down gently, just chucked them like I was the human lost and found bin. First time I figured, whatever, she's distracted. Second time, I raised an eyebrow. By the third, I realized this wasn't forgetfulness. This was routine. This lady legit thought that dropping her kids' gloves in front of me was just how things worked. Like my job title was glove retriever. She wouldn't even acknowledge me. Not a nod, not a thanks, nothing. Just coat her kid up, peel the gloves off, drop them, and head straight to the heated booth to sip her overpriced coffee while scrolling her phone. Meanwhile, I'm brushing dirt and ice chunks off little pink mittens like some sort of rink butler. It kept going for 6 straight Saturdays. Every time I saw her walking up, I'd brace myself. Clipboard in one hand, dead eyes watching the gloves fall again and again. The only silver lining was Ava herself. Every time her mom did it, she'd mumble a soft little sorry and give me this apologetic look like she knew her mom sucked. But what could she do? I couldn't take it anymore. One Saturday, I decided I was done being her background character. So she shows up like always, marches Ava to the rink, and starts her little glove ripping routine. But this time, I took 2 big steps back, just stepped out of the splash zone. She didn't notice at first, ripped the gloves off and let them drop like always. But instead of them hitting my hands, they hit the ice and lay there in a sad little pile. I didn't move. She walked off, got maybe 10 feet before Ava tugged on her sleeve and pointed back at the gloves. The mom turned, looked at the gloves, then at me. I gave her my nicest, most innocent smile. Didn't move a muscle, didn't bend down, just stood there like a statue of petty righteousness. You could see the moment it registered, like it physically hurt her to realize she had to go back and pick them up herself. Her face turned this deep, irritated red. She stomped back, grabbed the gloves, and practically threw them into my hands. Still no thanks, just a dramatic exhale and a huff as she spun away. I fully expected a complaint. Maybe a manager pulling me aside later to ask about guest experience. But nope. Next Saturday, she showed up, walked Ava to the rink, and, you won't believe it, handed me the gloves. Like a normal person. Looked me in the eye first. No words, but still, progress. I said thanks, just to keep it civil. She didn't respond, but at least she wasn't dropping things at my feet anymore like I was a Labrador. It stayed like that for a few weeks. Kind of tense, kind of awkward, but fine. She'd hand over the gloves, I'd set them on the bench, and Ava would wave at me when she made a nice little circle around the rink. It was actually kind of sweet. Then came the relapse. One Saturday, I see them coming from the parking lot, and I can already tell mom is in a mood. She's scolding Ava before they're even near the rink. Something about being too slow or forgetting her scarf. They get to me, and she rips the gloves off with way too much force. Ava stumbles a little, and the mom locks eyes with me. It was a challenge. She drops the gloves on the ground again, just stares, like, what now, glove boy? So I stare back. She doesn't move. I don't move. Ava's eyes are ping-ponging between us like she's watching a showdown. 10 seconds of pure, silent standoff. Finally, the mom breaks. She snatches the gloves off the ground, thrusts them at me hard enough that one of them drops again. Then she storms off, muttering something that definitely wasn't, have a nice day. But that was it. She never dropped them again. Every Saturday after that, she handed them to me properly. Didn't smile, didn't talk, didn't even look directly at me most times. But she handed them over like a civilized person. And honestly, that's all I wanted. Respect, basic respect. Because here's the thing, it was never about the gloves. I didn't care about dirty mittens or bending down. I cared that she treated me like a prop in her Saturday morning drama.